Good evening, guys. Pedro here with another live stream. We are in our evening live streams, guys. So if you guys are new to the channel, guys, just want to personally welcome you to the channel, guys. We are live every single day, Monday to Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And typically these evening live streams are a little bit more kind of just laid back, a little bit more focused on traders that unfortunately couldn't show up in the mornings. So sometimes I do surprise you in the evenings. The evenings are just more like a it's not always, not all the time. However, basically I've been here almost every day or every other day in the evenings. But for sure in the mornings, guys, that is something consistently I'm here. Ride or die. I've gotten sick. I was sick all of last week and I was still here in our live streams because I wanted to be here for you guys, and so we were able to make it. So super excited, guys. If you're looking to take your trading to new levels, or you're just new to trading, you want to understand trading at a more simplified approach, you've joined the right family, guys. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell and hit all notifications so you get notified every single time we're live. But with that being said, we're going to dive in shortly, guys. We're going to take a look at gold. We're going to see what happened, what we can expect for gold, and kind of just overall direction of the markets. And just wanted to let you guys know I'm super excited to have you guys join tonight. And like I said, if it's your first time, welcome to the family, guys. Welcome to La Familia. Look forward to seeing you guys join. So we're just going to start here shortly, guys. I'm just going to update the video description, so bear with me, and we're going to wait for a couple more people to join in anyways. I'll let our Telegram group know as well we are live. And first today, hey Jovans, let's go, brother, let's go. You killed it. You killed it today. We're gonna let our Telegram family know that we are live. Okay, guys, so we're just gonna wait for a couple more people to join in. Give me a few seconds here. We'll get everything all set up here. How was your day, guys? Let me know in the chat box below. Let me know how your day went, guys. Hope you guys had an amazing day today. Yeah, we've got, I haven't even added the tags. We're already about 8. I think we have 8 or 9 viewers already. Just gotta update the video description here, guys. We will begin shortly. All right, guys. Perfect. Okay, we've got everything all set up. We're gonna start our live stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. I'm gonna just read the comments before we begin here. So we've got BV, Kunis, let's go, let's get it. Sister-in-law. We've got a couple more people joining in here. Samuel, hey, let's get it, brother. We've got Tony, hey. Hi Pedro, glad to see you live. Let's get it. Joe Bonds, it's 6 a.m. here in Uganda. Let's get it, bro. It's midnight here. I'm doing good. Yourself? I'm doing good, guys. Doing good. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you guys here. Let's take a look at the charts and see what the market has to offer, guys, and what we can line up for tomorrow. I hope you guys are doing great. It is almost midnight here in Canada as well. So we're going to just dive in, guys, and get started with the charts here. So what happened to gold? We saw that, like I mentioned, guys, we were looking at gold kind of ranging for quite some time. And, you know, like I said, I wasn't expecting gold to come back up to these levels until basically we ranged for a bit, which that's what we got. We saw gold kind of create this double bottom formation. We had a nice break of the neckline, and then price came up and exploded. However, I was expecting gold to continue to go a little bit higher, and then we just got pretty much gold to come back down. So it created some sort of a fake out, and we're back in this range. We were looking at overall bearish sentiment for gold. However, just from looking at current price action, to me, this is now looking like gold actually might fail to push down below and might look like it is going to come back up to the top of the range. If we see a break of this range, we may be seeing gold coming back up to these highs over here, and then possibly a continuation to these highs over here on the top end here. So that is a possibility. Again, I'm not really seeing bearish sentiment here. You guys could see on gold, I'm not really seeing that. We're seeing wick rejections here of this level of structure, and so my overall expectation for gold could be a potential nice continuation to the upside short term, because if we look at the higher time frames, even on the 4-hour, we may be able to still see, yeah, we could see that we are in a nice excuse me, clean downwards trend. Just take a look at that, guys. That's beautiful downwards trend. And so if we look at the bigger picture, guys, right, this is the new higher low, the new lower high, and we can see that price came here, created a double top, and then melted. However, like I said, we had such a long move to the downside that, you know, we can expect price to exhaust, and that's really what we got, right? Some people were looking at gold as we're looking at gold sells already and stuff like that, but I just knew that there would be some sort of an exhaustion. However, didn't expect a price to come back down into the range, to be honest with you, right? So as traders, that's why we always want to manage our risk, right? Because whenever price does something like this, right, we always have to manage our risk. So on this pull back down, yes, we could have got in here. This would have been an ideal entry. And the only reason why I say that is because if I clear the chart just so that you guys could see more for educational purposes at this point, is that we saw a nice clean double bottom here, right? And this is the 30-minute, but even if we do the 1 hour, you could still see it. Got a nice clean double bottom here on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, this is the neckline of the double bottom, and then price broke above the neckline, came back down, retested this level of support, previous support, and the neckline. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Let's assume this didn't even exist here. Let's stop like around here. Okay, look at this, right? So this is where price technically would have been right now, and I would have told you guys, okay guys, we're kind of exhausting at this point. Price is coming back up to this level of support, which is the neckline. I'm looking at a double bottom formation here on the 1 hour time frame. We got a nice strong momentum push to the upside. We did get the pullback. Now what are we looking for, guys? Well, right now this is probably we're looking for rejection of this level of structure. Even if we narrow it down to the 30 or 15 minute, we can start looking for price to reject this level of structure. However, this does look bearish, right? Yeah, but as long as we stick to our plan and we understand that price may you know, kind of come back down, create a wick, and then continue to go down further, that could be a possibility, right? So our focus right now at this point is to get a clean entry. So even if we get on buys here, even though it doesn't look bullish, that's fine. We're just getting a much cleaner entry anyways. So we could set our targets here, set up everything. We could set our stop loss. Let's say we would have set our stop loss at around let's say 30 pips, right? Not even, like 25 pips. There we go, 25 pip stop, right? And then let's say we would have been targeting at least, let's go up to the 1 hour, these highs over here. Look at this, right over here, right? These highs over here. Why? Well, because look, there's a lot of range around this area here. Okay, so let's say I would have done that. Now let's see how that would have panned out, guys. So let's continue on here and see how that would have panned out. We're gonna look here, and I'm gonna read the comments, guys, so don't worry, I'm gonna just read the comments right now. I don't see the comment section in my OBS yet, so just give me 1 second. This is more for educational purposes, guys. I want you guys to see. So look at this, guys. This is my outlook overall. I'm expecting what? Exhaustion. You guys know that. So an exhaustion or price to take a break and pull back after a strong look. Price has been trending to the downside for quite some time. And so I'm expecting price after a strong push like this, and we're talking over 300, almost 300 pips to the downside, to at least pull back at some point. And I'm not talking like a little pullback like this, but I'm talking about some sort of a retracement at some point, right? So won't be a massive pullback, but at least some sort of an exhaustion, some sort of range, and that's what we got. And so this was kind of my next area where I was kind of focusing on for gold. And if we kind of let this play out and see how it ended up playing, give me 1 sec here, guys. I'm going to show you exactly what ended up happening. This is the 1 hour. We're narrowed down to the 30, so it looks a little bit more cleaner. And this is how our gold setup ended up playing out. Boom. Exactly where it went. And in fact, it did wick us out here at this point, so we would have maybe needed about a 40 pip stop. Because the thing is, gold is very wicky, but even doing a 40 pip stop, so 38 pip stop here at this point, it's still a 2.5 risk reward ratio, right? So at this point, anyone would think, oh shoot, man, like this is gonna be like, if you see gold come down here, you're already expecting, no, it invalidated it here, right? But we always have to understand that there's wick rejections. Same thing what happened with USD Jpy, right? We wait for price to create those wicks so that we can have an even better entry, right? Even kind of having an entry down here would have been fine, and we would have targeted the lows over here. That would have still been about a 28 pip stop, right? So there's lots of opportunities. There's lots of opportunities in the markets, guys. We just have to know when to get in and when we could take advantage of the markets to get in, right? And we always want to look for high probable setups, because the problem is that price can always do anything at any given time. Exactly like what happened with gold right now, where it went up, went in exactly in the overall direction we were expecting it, and then it just kind of, went the opposite side. So okay, let's continue on here, guys. I'm gonna read the chat box here. Welcome to our new members here. We got a couple new family members just joining in. We've got Samuel here. It's midnight here. I'm doing good. Yourself? Perfect. Good, bro. Good. Already read that message there. Samuel, welcome. We've got, sorry if I can't pronounce the names here, guys. Zolkaranyan Hader. I hope I pronounced that right. It's 5:25 a.m. here in Italy. Is that right? Italy? If it is, man, that's awesome. Welcome from Italy. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining in. That's awesome. Welcome to the family. Okay, we've got Zakir. Hi, hello, sir. Hey, Zakir. You could call me Pedro, no problem, man. I appreciate it. Big Joe, hey, hola Pedro, que bueno verte en vivo hoy. Hey, brother, Big Joe, we got it, bro. Ya tú sabes, man. Tom Brooks, let's get it, bro. Hi all. We got 2:30 a.m. in Australia. Wow, 2:30 p.m. My bad. Wow, p.m. So next day, you're already ahead of the game here. You're already on the 12th. That's crazy. That's amazing, Tom. Welcome, guys. If you guys understood the explanation on gold, guys, smash that like button for me, guys. Let's get it. Okay, guys, so let's continue on and see what ends up happening with gold anyways. But that was just my overall explanation as to what I was looking at gold here, and just kind of my overall bias as to why I expected gold to pull back. Now, let's be honest too, this is another level, the reason why I expected gold to come to this level, but because if you look on the left hand side, look at that clean range, look at that resistance area, right? Price always respects a level of resistance or support as long as price has at least touched it 3 times. Okay, we need price to touch our major levels of structure at minimum 3 times, otherwise it's invalidated. Okay, guys, I need you guys to learn this and drill it in your head as traders. When we need to get a certain validation at a major level of structure via resistance, support, supply, demand, doesn't matter, trend line, you need to have 3 touch points for validation. Okay, that's lesson number 1 or tip number 1 for you guys, so just keep that in mind, guys. We've got Gonzalo here. We've got from Chile, bro. It's 033 down here. Pedro, hey bro, Gonzalo, bienvenido amigo. Really happy to have you here, my friend. Bienvenido a la familia. I'm just welcoming him to the family in Spanish. He's Spanish as well. We've got a couple of the family here as well too, but we're all family here, so that's the most important thing, guys. So welcome. If you guys are new, guys, we do live streams every single day at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we also do come in on the evenings. So make sure you guys join in. Also, make sure you guys join our Telegram group, guys. We have an amazing community of traders in our Blessed Traders Academy online through the Telegram chat box and chat group and the description. So the link for that, I'm going to put it in the chat box right now so that you guys can join our free Telegram there, guys. It's free to join, and I'd love to see you guys inside there as well too. So let's continue on, guys, and we're going to take a look at kind of other pairs and see what's going on. Let's take a look at GJ for now, especially now that we are kind of heading into London Open. Not yet, but you know, we're pre-London Open right now, but we want to see what we can expect in the charts, what we can expect price to do. Same thing, right? We had some news here come out for British pound, and then we also have a little bit more news. If we take a look at kind of the news the next day, so we've got today is the 11th, tomorrow will be the 12th. We've got some more news at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so a little bit more news. I'll be honest with you, I would kind of stay out of this because obviously we trade pre-New York and we trade pre-London. So right now at this point, to be honest, we would just have to kind of wait. But my overall expectation for the British pound is we may see a continuation to the downside. These are just levels that I'm kind of aiming at. I might expect price to maybe, if we look at the 1 hour here, this is the 30-minute, we may expect a continuation to the downside. Reason being is because I see that price has pushed to the downside with a strong momentum push below this level of structure. This was a level of structure that was quite significant, and it really took a while for price to actually break below it. And so we could see that price has broken below this level of structure. We were ranging for quite some time, so this is an indication that when price ranges for a long time, this is an indication that price is changing its overall direction, or it's just taking a longer break. So at this point, when I saw price do that, you know, that's when I thought, okay, listen, probably price is going to shift its overall direction, which it already did. But then we had the news, and that was obviously bearish news for the British pound. So we'll see what ends up happening at this point, but anything below these levels, we can start looking for sells. But again, we want to manage our risk, guys. We do have some news at 2 a.m. So, you know, when we come in tomorrow, if we see something like this happen, like let's say we come in tomorrow and we have the British pound break below strong momentum, right? We could probably see something like a nice melt below here and then wait for that retest in the morning. It'll probably be around like 6 a.m. when price comes down around this level here. And then we get in on the retest, right? So let me just draw this out a little bit better. So something like this, and then price will come back up potentially, retest these highs, and then a continuation to the downside for the rest of the morning tomorrow, right? That could be a possibility, right? How do I know how much of a move? Well, sometimes we want to look most of the times around these levels here. You can see that price in the past has reacted to this area here. If you narrow it down to the 30-minute, you'll see that there's a little bit more of a range. You can see here, see price has reacted to this level. If I kind of mark this level off right now, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. We move back to where we are in current price, well, not current price action, but where I marked it off as an area. See, look, it's pretty much almost spot on, right? Not only that too is previous movement, right? This previous move, we grab it from here, from the tops to the lows, and then we move it over, right? And that could be the next potential move, right? So there's many ways you can look at it, guys. There's so many ways that traders look at it. Everyone has a different way of approaching the markets. And then we can just kind of go from there. So I hope you guys are understanding that outlook on GJ. Overall, I'm expecting kind of bearish sentiment just because of that. This to me is a fake out, guys. This is irrelevant to me. Like, you know, we were ranging, we broke above the range, but we fell back in. So that's just a fake out. So we could just ignore that. So assuming we ignore this fake out at this point, we could just now focus on current price action, which is this right here. We had strong momentum push. Now price is kind of exhausting a bit here on the 30-minute, and I'm expecting sells below this level of structure, right? I mean, you know, probably London comes in, we could see a continuation of sells, or we could see price come back up, and then, you know, it could have just been like a range and then fake back in, right? There's so many things that price could do, and at this point we just kind of wait it out, right? We wait it out and see what price does. But anything really below, I would say for sure, anything below this level of structure, we're looking for sells. I would move this up a little bit. I'll delete this one here. So that's my outlook on GJ, guys. We'll take a look at GBP odds. So similar concept, guys. Look at my trend line here. We broke that level of structure. We had a strong momentum move with the news. We are now getting price to come start pulling back up. I can expect price to kind of form this kind of bearish flag formation potentially. If price respects this kind of area here, then we can start looking for like a bearish flag form. And if that is the case, then we could probably see price come back up here before London session and then melt, right? Could be a possibility. That's kind of what I'm looking at here for GBP odd. So same thing, similar concept, right? Same move. If we grab the same move here, okay, and then we move that move from the top here, look where it moves it exactly, right? Look where price ends up going, right? To this bottom of this this trend line here. So that's kind of like what I'm looking at there, guys, for GBP odd as well. So we're looking overall just bearish, guys. Bearish sentiments overall. Yeah, okay, let me just read the comments here, guys. We've got here, is today FOMC news coming out? I'm not sure, man. I haven't checked. Yeah, it is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow's the news for FOMC. Yeah, I thought odd was going to die when it got to, but stopped me out. Small stop loss. Can you advise on odd? I thought it was clear down there. Let's take a look at odd. Let's take a look at odd for you, no problem. Let's take a look at this time. Shoot, hold on, guys. Smash that like button, guys, for me if you understood that explanation there on GBP odd, guys. Okay, yeah, that's good. We may get a continuation to the downside even before price comes back up because it looks super weak at this point, but it's just trending sideways, so it's not really looking it's not looking that good, guys. Okay, so Tom, I think I mentioned I had our VIP group. We profited on odd. On odd, we were looking at buys because I know that I think you mentioned in our group chat, in the free group chat, you were mentioning that you were looking at sells, and then I put in our VIP that we ended up going on buys, and it actually went up in our favor, which was awesome. So this is where we profited on VIP here. We actually took buys here at this level structure. I don't know why it didn't save it here. I think it has to do with the morning live thing again. It didn't save it, but here, let me see. Yeah, that was odd USD. So we were odd USD, we were buys. Yeah, this was my overall outlook, guys. Odd USD, we were looking at buys. Right. Sent that screenshot through the Telegram group, guys. You guys can go back and reference. We were looking at buys, and then I put odd USD buy outlook, trade at your own risk, always manage risk. Price pulled back to this level of support as we expected. Now we're seeing for a clean rejection of this level structure. I made like, I did a 0.50 lot on this one. I made like 110 bucks. Yeah, I sent that as well too. And yeah, price went in our favor there. Basically, it was looking overall bearish for some people, but I was looking at the total opposite, which was kind of funny enough. So that went in our favor there. So yeah, we did gain some nice profits there earlier today. There it is. It's in my charts for some reason. It's funny enough, sometimes I take it on my phone and I do my analysis on my phone. So see here, this is my analysis on my phone, and it's my trading view. You can see I can move it and everything. It's not a picture, but it doesn't save it on my big charts, so I don't know why. But you guys can see that's my analysis that I had on USD, guys. Yeah, I don't know. See how it doesn't even save like the new analysis I had that I did on my phone, which is weird. Yeah, no, overall last night we were looking at sells. I know odd USD we were looking at sells last night, and then this morning on the Telegram group on VIP we got in on buys. But that's awesome. We did. You wrote it up, you wrote it down. I pretty much, yeah, I went both ways. You have to, man. You have to sometimes. Welcome, guys. Either way, yeah. So don't feel bad, Tom. Like, or I'm not like, I don't think you like, you know what I mean. Whatever. Like, don't feel bad. You know what I mean. If it's, you know, you wrote it down, you made profits, and then boom, you thought it was gonna go down further, and it didn't. At that time, what I was seeing was this, right? So let me just replay this here. This is what I was seeing at that time, right? So I was seeing price coming down here, and then I was like, okay, well, at this point, if we look at the 1 hour, right, what are we doing here, right? Let's take a look at this, guys. Let's not focus on too much here. Let's focus on current price action. On the 1 hour, what did I see? Right? This is what I saw, right? However, let me tell you something, and I'll be honest with you. We are not looking for buys until we break above these levels here, right? We're not looking for buy setups, guys, until we don't break this level structure. So this is crucial as well, too. So this isn't just like, hey, get in and that's it. This is also crucial for you guys to understand that we don't want to just get into a trade just to get in, right? So what I saw was, okay, well, look for buys above this level structure. However, if we've kind of broken above this trend line. Look, we've been trending to the downside, and this is the 1 hour time frame. This isn't the 5 minute, guys. This is quite significant. This is the 1 hour time frame, right? So we've been trending. We've got high, we've got a lower high, we got a lower low, we got a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then now we pretty much failed to create a new lower low, right? So, and then right now we pretty much failed to create a new higher high at this point. So right at this point we're kind of stuck in a range. However, if you narrow it down to the 30 minute, this is kind of what I saw. I saw, okay, well, this level here, if we're somehow able, we have broken this trend line, if we're somehow able to hold this level of support of this downwards trend, look at how price came down, broke above, we had that strong momentum push. I can't ignore that strong momentum push, especially if that strong momentum push went out of this trend, which was, this trend was respecting it multiple times. We had 1, 2, 3, right? 4 over here, right? So price has respected this trend line for quite some time. So I couldn't just like ignore the fact that it broke above it and is kind of changing its overall direction, going from, you know, a downwards trend to potentially a range or even a new continuation to the upside, right? So at this point, I'm like, okay, price is going down. I'm going to wait and see what ends up happening. So I waited, and then this is when I saw the next candle go through like that. This candle here was that, this candle right here, this blue one, was that kind of like, okay, this is an indication that price is respecting this level of structure, right? And then we were in the downwards trend, we broke above the trend line, retested, came back down, previous level support as well. So this is an area where price has been respected in the past. And then this is where I got in and I said, okay, guys, we're looking for buys on odd USD, set my targets here above, and then I set my stop loss nice and tight. I think it was like a 10 pip stop, right? So this is how I was able to catch this odd trade, which went exactly as predicted, guys, which was awesome how that ended up going. So yeah, so that's, I hope that I hope you were able to understand that, guys, that explanation. If you did, guys, smash that like button for me, guys. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. So Chetan, welcome. Can you check GBP odd? We'll take a look at GBP odd in a sec, Chetan. Give me 1 second here. Mr. Positive, let's get it, bro. What's good? What's your bias on gold? Gold right now, bro, is really kind of just the overall sentiment on gold, to be honest, is kind of, we're kind of ranging right now. But overall, like, I'm expecting actually gold to probably come back up above this range, potentially to this high of the range again. And then if we break above these highs here on the range, then we're looking for price to retest these highs over here. But right now it's just stuck in this little range here. Even on the 15-minute, you can see it's just ranging. But overall direction, like longer term, maybe for tomorrow or something, I can expect gold to maybe break above and then come back to the high of this range. And then if it breaks above this range area here, this major level structure, then we can look for gold to continue to go higher. And then we can talk, we're talking like much more pips here. We're talking about over almost 190 pips, guys, 198 pips, 194, right? If we take a buy just breaking above this level. And then if we're talking about where we are now, we're talking about over 300 pips, right? So I'm not really seeing gold going down further right now, because the only reason why I'm saying that is because, like I said, we've gotten this strong push. I've already mentioned that we've gotten this strong push down over 300 pips to the downside. We have to get some sort of an exhaustion, which we have, right? Price is starting to range. I can expect gold to maybe come back up to these highs once more and kind of continue to range with a potential. There's a small, not a small chance, but there's an opportunity where gold could come back up to these highs and actually pierce above it and then come back up to these highs before it continues to go down further. Because overall in the bigger picture here, even on the daily or the 4-hour time frame, we are in a downwards trend, right? So short term, yes, we can expect gold to come back up to these highs over here, short term, right? For then a continuation to the downside, right? If we get a rejection of this level structure. We were expecting gold to potentially maybe to continue to go down further. However, the way it's looking, like I said, we're ranging right now at this point. So my overall bias on gold potentially is just, it may actually hold this level of support, right? And we might just get that pullback that I was mentioning, right? We did get a pullback here. However, it did come back down, right? So it was kind of like this, essentially some sort of a fake out at this point and sticking within this range area, right? So at this point, we're just kind of at the bottom of the range, and we just have to wait out for a little small breakout, and then we can kind of trade to the top of the range, trade within the range, and kind of go from there, right? I wouldn't look for buys now though, because the problem is gold could wick at any given time. It could come back up and then wick back down and start melting, right? So anything below this level of structure for gold, okay, I want you guys to understand this, is going to be a significant sell. Anything below this level of structure, because it's respected it multiple times, right? We got support, resistance, support, and now price has retested this level, you know, already 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and we're on the 1-hour time frame, so that's quite significant, guys. This isn't the 5-minute, this isn't the 15-minute, this is the 1-hour time frame, so it's quite significant. Obviously, this is really important to understand. Okay, guys, if you guys understood that explanation on gold, guys, smash that like button for me, guys. If you guys are new to the family as well too, guys, I'm not sure what you're doing. You guys are missing out if you haven't already subscribed and joined La Familia. Trust me, guys, you will learn so much more. Just showing up, just being here every day, guys, and showing up is going to give you guys results. Trust me, over time you will see the results if you're persistent, if you're consistent, and you just show up, guys. Okay, we've got a couple more comments here. We've got Tom here. Now won't it fall a bit, but if it breaks through the current level, Nice trade by you. Yeah, I must be misreading it. I feel that gold and odd are going to keep falling. Yeah, you know, let me take a look at odd again. But for example, gold, the expectation was for it to fall. That was my expectation, you know what I mean, overall. And let me clear the charts just so you guys can see what I'm saying, just to have a more clear indication. In fact, just so you guys see this, do you guys see this dotted yellow line? That's actually my alert for gold. So I like, my overall expectation for gold has been sells. However, remember, we're in a downwards trend, which is, yes, a continuation to the downside. However, we are holding this level of support. We have been, can't stress this enough, guys. Look, the charts are clean, they're naked now, and we're gonna restructure everything here. And look, this is a major level of structure that price has respected in the past multiple times. So now let me ask you this question again. By looking at this and seeing the strong momentum push to the downside, and now gold has been starting to range, like exactly how I mentioned at the beginning of Sunday live stream, we took sells, but beginning of yesterday on Monday, right? What did I tell you guys? I said, guys, we after a move like this, we need to see price kind of just exhaust a little bit, similar to the left hand side here, guys. Okay, what are we looking at right at this point? Are we looking at sells? No, we're on the 1 hour time frame, guys. We're already looking at price coming back up to the highs of this range potentially, right? And the way things are looking, the highs of this range will be pretty close to where price already actually went, right? You can see these are fake outs as well here. So I'm going to highlight all the fake outs. This is a fake out at this point here. Okay. This is a fake out here. Okay. This is a fake out here. Okay. You guys understanding this, guys? You know what I mean? I want you guys to understand so you guys can also understand why I'm expecting price to do a certain thing, right? So it's really important and really crucial for you guys to understand how to look at the markets, how we as traders approach the markets, and what we could do to use that to our advantage, right? So we are stuck in this range. This is an overall larger range in the bigger picture. We can see, look at this. This is a range, okay? Range here, range here, range here, okay? We're stuck in a range. That's all there is. We're not looking for buys. We're not looking for sells. We're just waiting for what? A breakout when we're stuck in a range. So does this mean that gold may not just fall? Of course, gold could fall, but we need to wait for that confirmation, right? I want to wait and see price for gold break below this level of structure here. I want to see a strong bearish candle close below this level of structure, probably around here or something, right? Strong close below for a continuation of sells, probably down to this area over here, which is going to be where price is going to start pulling back. So gold will most likely come back down to this level down here, and then we could see gold come back up for a retest and then a continuation of sells, right? If we get a break below that level structure, which is this level structure here, right? So if we get a break, it'll look something like this. Gold will come, melt, boom, come down, come and retest. That retest, however, might not be all the way back up to this level, might be just a little bit very close, wick, and then boom, come back down, retest this level here. If it pierces it below, then we know that we're continuing to go down further, comes back up, continues to go down further, and now what are we in our downwards trend? Could be even more bearish to the point that we may not even get these pullbacks, and it might look something like this for gold, right? You got to keep that in mind, that that is a possibility, right? It might be so bearish that it may just continue to go down further. These pullbacks won't be as extensive, as complex as we usually expect them to be, right? So that's kind of my overall explanation there, guys, for gold. Samuel, not sure what you said there, bro. It's hard to read there. Anyways, if you guys understood that explanation, smash that like button for me, guys. Let's go, let's go. So typically I would recommend the 1 hour, Tom, just because the higher the time frame, the more significant it is. A 15-minute could be, you know, indicating bearish sentiment, but it could just be a quick little wick on the higher time frame, and it could just completely invalidate everything, right? So the higher the time frame, the better, the more significant it is. And I want to see probably like a 1 hour close at least, or at least a 30-minute. At least the 30-minute, you're risking a little bit more at that point. Okay, you guys getting that? You guys understanding that? If you guys understood that, guys, smash that like button for me. That's my outlook right now for gold. Yeah, that's kind of my overall expectation there, guys, for gold and what we can expect potentially if we break below these levels. Again, if we break below these levels, we're looking for a continuation of sells, right? But my overall expectation, to be completely honest, for gold is not for this to happen. Not yet, at least. I don't think it will happen. I think gold will come up at least and pull back to this level, these level highs over here. Let's look at the 4 hours so it's much cleaner. I'm expecting gold to actually come up higher and probably do something like this, where it comes up to this range area, continue to range a little bit, maybe once more, comes back up, breaks, pulls back, and then retouches this area high here, and then we can get a nice continuation to the downside. That is a potential turnout for gold, and then that would kind of align with the overall bigger picture here on the 4 hour. Actually on the daily, it's just much easier to draw it here on the daily. Something like this, right? For our downwards trend, you can see the overall direction on the higher time frame is to the downside, guys. You guys see what I'm saying? Look how it literally touches it and then boom, melts, right? I mean, that's just my opinion, right? I mean, I could be wrong in that case, right? So, but that's just kind of my overall expectation. I expect after a strong move like that for gold to kind of come back, range for a bit, potentially come back up, just literally tap it, touch that level of structure, and then boom, melt. That's kind of my overall outlook there for gold and what I can expect, guys. Samuel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Guys, please like the video. I appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Thanks, brother. I really do appreciate the love. Really do. Yeah, guys, I really do appreciate it if you guys smash that like button for me. We've got a couple people here just joining in, and it does support the channel. Helps me come in live, guys. You guys know I'm here every single day for you guys to be able to drop you some fire, some knowledge in the Forex markets, guys, and just, overall with your trading journey, guys. So, I want to help you guys as much as possible. So yeah, I really do appreciate the support, guys. So yeah, let's continue on here, guys. Let's take a look. That's my outlook on gold. I hope you guys kind of understand, the both scenarios that could happen. But overall, like I said, I'm expecting gold. See, it's already coming back up, starting to do that range process there, right? And even there, guys, if we would have gotten on buys here at this point, look, we'd already be up, wow, 51 pips, just like that. Boom, just like that, right? You know what I mean? Like, we're at the bottom of the range, we start ranging more, you know what I mean? It's a waiting game at this point, guys. It's a waiting game. All right. So let's continue on. So GJ, similar concept. Oh, look, GJ. Boom. GJ, we got a reaction here as well too, eh? Let's see if we have any news here. I don't think so. No. It is 12, but no, I don't think that would. Yeah, we were expecting some sort of a pullback and continuation to the downside, but look at that, guys. This is why it's important to wait for confirmations, right? This is why we don't get in. And even if we would have got in, like let's say we would have got in on sells, I needed price to break below this level here. We start seeing that candle closure just a tad bit below, boom, get in on sells, set our stops probably above this range area here a little bit, 30 pips, and then boom to the downside, right? You know, we can cop over 160 pips, probably maybe around this level here, 100 pips, something like that, right? Just an example, right? But we did get price, just that's insane. It is wicking below this level because obviously it is respecting this level structure. You can see that. So if we do get a rejection of this level structure, we may see a continuation to the downside, but I don't even want to, at this point, after seeing a move like that, we need to just stay out, guys. You need to let price kind of just do its thing at that point. Look at that. That's just manipulation at this point. You see that? Strong momentum. Price came back up to the top, but look, it just, yeah. Do you see there's times where in the markets you can kind of see how it does affect certain currencies, right? So look at here, guys. At this point, look, odd New Zealand, we had a strong momentum push, right? We're getting this kind of range area happen here. Let's take a look at the higher time frames. Where are we? Okay, so let's take a look at the overall direction. So this is my bias right now on odd New Zealand. So we're gonna draw out this kind of trend line here just to give you guys an idea. We focus on basic market structure, obviously, but it's good to draw these trend lines. I like to draw them sometimes just to give us an idea. Check this out, guys. And then, so that's the 4 hour. We got the strong momentum push. We broke below this level of structure here. Price is, you know, reacting at this level structure here. So this is obviously an area of significance. So we can expect a potential pullback to these highs over here, and then a continuation to the downside, right? So we could expect a new, basically we've got a high, we've got a lower high, lower low, lower high potentially here, and that would be the lower low there. We can expect some sort of a pullback, right? That's kind of what I'm expecting here. This is the 4 hour, by the way. So if we see some sort of a rejection, but it seems like it is very bearish here at this point, guys. We may see a continuation to the downside, actually. At this point, it seems like price is breaking below a tad bit. Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening, guys. If we get a breakout, say anything at least a break below this area here, this candle wick here, then we can look for a continuation of sells for odd New Zealand. But overall, it's bearish. You can see the trend line here is very, very bearish. We could look at price coming down probably to these lows over here, right? This is kind of the next target area for odd New Zealand, but you can see that, right? We were trending to the upside. Now prices failed to what? Create a new higher high at this point, right? So then price started creating what? New lower high, lower low, and it's failed to create a new lower high, but you guys get the point. Okay, this is how we look at the markets, guys. Basic market structure. We want to focus on basic market structure and what price is trying to tell us. Okay. You guys with me? You guys understanding that explanation? Yes. Tom, sorry for all the questions. Last one, gold and odd are very similar. So which one is better to trade? Most people trade gold. Most people trade gold. The only reason why most people trade gold is because there's a lot more movement in pips. So you get much more. It's kind of like when you trade NAS 100, right? Like it's much more volatile, but also like each pip movement is basically you get more pips out of it, essentially, when you trade gold, when you trade like US 30, all that type of stuff. That's why most people prefer to trade it, right? Because then they can like literally catch like 100 pips in like one move, right? As opposed to maybe if you're doing like let's say odd USD, maybe price will, if you look even like for example here, right, like we're looking at odd New Zealand, look at this range. Odd New Zealand, that's 50 pips. Obviously this is the 4 hour, so that's not a good example. But let me show you odd USD here, right? So like let's say for example our trade that we took here, so I don't know why it still has my old chart set up, but that's fine. Let's look at this trade we took here today. This trade, when we got in here, I took profits a little bit early around these highs over here. That was about 47 pips on its own. If we go to, for example, gold, right, and we say for example this range here, which is kind of like a similar area, we grab price from here, that's over 100 pips on the same 30-minute time frame, right? That's over 113 pips. So yeah, that's why usually people prefer gold to trade gold. Yeah, probably Chetins, yeah, probably some sort of news came in suddenly in the market, yeah. All right, guys, so I hope you understood that explanation there that we had set up for odd New Zealand as well, and gold. Is there any other questions you may have for me, guys, before we call it a night? Yes, odd USD can be slow as well too, yes. Yes. Yeah. Funny enough, we were at kind of at the bottom of the range too, so it actually worked out perfectly. We were looking at like buys back at the bottom of the range to the highs of the top of the range, and price actually went to the top. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. All right, guys, I hope you understood that explanation there on gold. We're going to continue on here. We're going to take a look at USD Jpy. Actually, you know what? Gbpusd. Yeah, so again, that was some news, some sort of news that might have just... So USD Jpy, this is, again, you know, we're getting a lot of like movement here in price currently. But if you notice, we did get kind of that pullback that we were expecting here, but even if we kind of pull, oh shoot, hold on one sec. Yeah, I was looking at, I think it was the 1 hour. I was setting this up here. Yeah, looking at it in the 1 hour. So we did get a rejection here at 0.50 and 0.618. This is our golden zone. We may be getting one or two more candles come back down to this level area here, and then we can start potentially looking for buys for USD JPY. Overall, USD JPY is super bullish, even on the higher time frames, guys. We have broken above that kind of ranging area that we had here, this ascending triangle wedge pattern formation. And look, we've been trading to the upside in the past for quite some time. I was expecting some sort of a pullback, but it seems like overall we're looking at, just overall bullish sentiment. If price does create some sort of a double top or something like that, I will let you guys know, or some sort of a some sort of pattern formation that indicates that, hey, okay, price is going to start pulling back. Then we can change our overall outlook on USD JPY. But overall right now, not looking at any certain trades specifically, but we can expect a continuation to the upside. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at for USD JPY right now. Overall, to be honest, we just want to see it reject and hold this level of support. If it does, then we may be looking for a continuation to the upside. Okay. Yeah, on New Zealand's range there. USD CAD, let's take a look at the 4-hour daily. Let's take a look at the daily. So we are kind of at a resistance area, looking like a potential double top. We may expect some sort of if we reject this level, we see a bearish candle close on the 4-hour, we may expect a continuation to the downside for USD CAD. Especially after a push like this, we may expect some sort of a pullback, at least to this level lows here. Not like short term, but at least like it might take a couple days. This is the daily time frame, by the way. So even the 4-hour time frame looks like we are respecting this level of structure. 4-hour time frame, we are getting some sort of rejection. Could be continuation to the downside, guys. Chetan, thank you so much, brother. Probably bankers, it may be extended bond buying. Okay. Yeah, news which impacted the market. That makes sense. That makes sense now. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm here tomorrow at 7 a.m. again. As you guys know, as always, I really appreciate you guys very, very much. Appreciate the support. I appreciate all the love I've received, guys, from all of you guys lately. So I really, really do appreciate it, guys, very much. I hope you guys grabbed some sort of value, or at least it helped you guys get some clarity for your setups for tomorrow or whatever the case may be, guys. Tomorrow, make sure you guys show up tomorrow if you can. It's going to be pretty live, and we're going to take a look at the markets and see what the market has to offer. So look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Also, guys, make sure you guys click the link and join our free Telegram group, guys. I look forward to seeing you guys inside there as well. Thank you so much, guys. The link to that is in the video description below. Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate you all very much. Also, if you're looking at learning, make sure you guys watch my videos even when I'm offline or off the live stream. Make sure you guys rewatch the live streams. You can kind of skip through the first 10 minutes and then just kind of dive into the main meal, which is basically the during the live stream, so that way you guys can learn and grasp all the information and stuff like that. So just again, guys, make sure you guys watch my other videos, and that way you guys are able to grasp all the knowledge that we give out and all the nuggets that we give. So really appreciate you all very much. Again, make sure you guys click that link in the video description below and join our Telegram family, guys. It is growing every single day, and we have an amazing community of traders, guys. So look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. As always, tomorrow at 7 a.m., guys. I will catch you tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys. Have yourself an amazing night or day wherever you are around the world.